Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. Today we have a small patch that has some big ramifications for certain types of players, and we have an update on Alan's Minister Perk that actually looks really nice. Before we begin though, make sure to like and subscribe. Use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order, and without any further ado, let's get started. First, they fixed sugarcane getting less seasoning in rare crop drops than others. I'm kinda shocked it took this long, but it's a good fix. They've also fixed ender pearls being able to phase through blocks, as they were being used to glitch into inaccessible areas. This is the most controversial part of the update. This has negative ramifications for dungeons, as well as the jungle temple, and a few other places in Skyblock. Notably, it makes trap room in dungeons quite a bit longer. This also affects certain other dungeon routes. I would love to see some more reasoning as to why they're trying to do this, and maybe some changes to the dungeon rooms themselves to make the routes a little bit better if they need to go through with this change. In terms of some other changes, they fixed feeding Nessie wheat items like the Staff of the Volcano, which just sounds hilarious to me. They fixed Chloronite not using proper fortune calculations. They fixed heat not decreasing when equipping heat armor. They fixed garden commission dye drops like the copper dye and the wild strawberry dye not counting in the dye menu. They fixed Seal of the Family not working on stacks. They fixed canceling obfuscated bait, giving the wrong bait back, which is kind of interesting. They've also fixed a visual bug in which the all crops menu would incorrectly display crops as out of season until next event during the grand feast in the later months of the year. This one was kind of annoying and made it harder to keep track of. For the next part of this video, I wanted to go over Alan's Minister Perk. Alan was one of the people elected as part of the Aura event in order to bring the people Minister Perks, and they chose the perk at the time of the Questmaster. This was apparently not feasible according to the team because they're working on chapters for the hub and the private island and so on and so forth, but Alan was able to pivot into the Weather Perk. Now the Weather Perk is really interesting. Basically, it brings weather mechanics and effects to a lot of the islands in Skyblock, and alongside those weather effects, the players get some pretty major buffs, as you can see. These weather effects are super interesting, ranging from rain, thunderstorms, smog, to hellstorms, to the garden having a rainbow mechanic, so on and so forth. It looks incredibly exciting. This will also apparently include a new area at the top of the mountain for Professor Wind, which will be a new NPC alongside this release with the rest of the Minister Perks. All of this stuff looks incredibly solid, and I highly recommend you check out Alan's video going over everything here in detail. There is a lot. It's really exciting, and there's even additional effects that I'm not really able to go over in this video because I don't want to take all the thunder away from Alan, who did an incredible job thinking up all of this stuff. Props to you, man. I would love to hear what you think about this update and the Ender Pearl change down below, and leave all of your thoughts about Alan's Minister Perk there as well. In terms of future stuff, the Lotus Atoll should be re-entering the Alpha Network later this week. The team has stated that they wanted to make some adjustments to it, so we should hear more about that when the Alpha reopens. Once again, would love to hear all of your thoughts, and make sure to like and subscribe. Use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order, and look to the future, fellas. I'll see you then.